Everybody, and welcome to Monday morning's live dog walk. It is currently just gone 5 a.m. here in the UK. 8 to 9 degrees, a little bit of a breeze, nothing really to write home about. Certainly dry at the moment. Weather for today, I think we are supposed to get rain later on, but nothing at the minute, so that's good, positive. The last few weeks, dodging between the showers has not been much fun. Fun for you guys watching, I guess, but not fun doing it. If you were with me yesterday, you would have known that for the first time we did the very long stroll, which was over the fields, over the railway lines, or under the railway lines, back round and then back over the railway lines, and then on to home. Just under 3 miles. We met up with little Ralphie as well. It was his birthday yesterday, so he got treated. He had a burger from McDonald's yesterday. To be fair, Azra did as well, but then that'll be the same on her birthday as well. So lucky dogs, lucky doggies. What's the matter? What's the matter? Come on. Lead on. Come on, Azra, lead on. I think you've seen that cat under the car, haven't you? I think that's what you've scoped out. Come on, Azra. Good girl, let's go. What I will say, guys, is my eyes, the cat is there, my eyes are absolutely streaming. It is cold. This wind blowing back into my face is bitter, actually. I'm hoping when we make the turn, the theory is it'll be behind us. We've got ages before that. So, and I'm hoping obviously it's not being affected, the wind is not affecting the sound too much. So let's talk about the weekend. Saturday was one of those days that I really feel like we wasted. We took Mum to do her chores. Julia had her hair done, looks lovely. But thereafter, because there was no football, James football that is, we just sort of plonked ourselves down and we didn't do anything. It was just a total waste of a day, you know, and I was just falling asleep. And yeah, I mean, I know sometimes it's not to do anything, guys, but that was horrendous. And it just felt like a total waste of a day, really. Yesterday, as I said to you, I took Azra out for the long dog walk, which she thoroughly enjoyed. If you have watched that live stream, you'll have known. Almost went flying, slipping on the mud. It was really boggy over the fields. But we survived to tell the tale. And then James had a friendly yesterday. They won 5-1. They didn't play very well. I know, obviously, you think, oh, they won 5-1, that was a good score. And it is a good score, but they didn't play very well. To be fair, the weather wasn't great with the wind and everything else. But it's the score that says it all, isn't it, really, I suppose? Anyway, whilst that was on, England were playing cricket against Sri Lanka in the T20 World Cup, if anyone's watching. They were bowled out for 140 something, and I'm thinking, how bad can it be? They've not been great in this World Cup. You know, they just scrape through at times against very small position. But then, what happened after that in the bowling attack? They just took Sri Lanka apart, and they ended up winning the game by 50 odd runs or whatever it was. And it was unbelievable. It really was. It was a good bowling attack. Prior to going home to watch that, it was when we went to McDonald's to get the burgers for the dogs for Ralph's birthday meal, which they both loved. We didn't eat it there, obviously. Took it home. I got one of these new Friends meals. Well, I say new, it's probably been out a while now. And I got Ross as a bobblehead, with Marcel sitting on him as well. It's quite a good one. Quite happy with that. And then the cricket, because the cricket finished a lot earlier than it should have, there was a bit of a gap between that and the build up to the Liverpool match, which again, I said it before, guys, on this channel when we've been walking, and I'll say it again, how painful was that match yesterday? They were awful. Yes, they had their moments, but they were awful. Now again, the scoreline was going to history books. Liverpool won 1-0 in the 97th minute. It doesn't really tell the whole story. The 3 points, I suppose, at the minute is the most important thing. But they were terrible, guys. Really, really bad. Did watch some of the India-South Africa cricket as well. India didn't look like they were at all on song. And both the home nations got beat yesterday in the first two games of the Super 8. So that's quite incredible. In front of their home fans. And then I watched the North London derby, Tottenham Arsenal. Well, it just seemed at times like it was men against boys. Yesterday, Arsenal winning 4-1, but for a second when Tottenham equalised, you thought they're going to make a game of this. But after that, it was just all one-way traffic. Liverpool on in the title race this season, so I'm not even worrying about that. But yeah, I worry for Tottenham. They really don't look great. In fact, one of the kids said to me yesterday, Tottenham to win the Champions League and get relegated. And he almost said it with a smile, as if that's a good season. And I'm thinking, surely you can't be serious. I think he was. Wow. Come on, Azra. I was actually shocked. I mean, they've got that world-leading stadium, but the football that they're subjecting their fans to. One of my bosses is a season ticket holder there, and he just talks so badly. Come on, Azra, let's go. Awful, really. And then after that, Julie and I just sort of chilled out, really. I was watching the golf. James was doing what James does. He's playing online gaming with his friends. Goes back to school today, so it's not the end of the world. Yeah, and I was watching the golf, and again, you can't say it too badly because of what Rory achieved last season, but he always seems to get himself into a position where he's just missing out, and that's exactly what happened in the end last night. In fact, I turned it off after I think about hole 11 or 12 because he was 6 shots off the lead and it didn't look like it was really going anywhere. He ended up having a really good back nine and finishing just one shot behind the eventual leader and winner, sorry. But yeah, it was a shame really. So yeah, my Sunday was a lot more productive than my Saturday. But when I say productive, there was more on. We have got some bits and pieces we need to do in the garden, but it was very windy yesterday, so couldn't really go out and try and repair the gazebo for the hot tub really. That is a job that does need doing. Next weekend we'll be able to check in for the holiday to Mallorca. Again, that is not a surprise anymore. James knows exactly where we're going. So we're looking forward to that. The weather out there, for the most part at the minute, looks like it's in the 20s every day, and that'll of course only get warmer. There is a bit of wet weather heading their way early March, but obviously that won't affect us, hopefully. Been doing not loads of research, but enough research that I've got a few ideas about what we can do when we're out there for the channel. So we fly out on the Sunday very early. So the plan will be when we get there is just probably to find our feet, not really doing too much in the way of sort of vlogging when we're there, apart from probably the room tour, a little bit of the surrounding area. That's it. There won't be too much more. And then the first full day we're there, obviously Monday, I'm going to try and get myself up early, go for a walk around with the camera, show you what's there. Obviously, I don't know how busy it's going to be. First week of the Easter holidays, so might be busy, might not be. We'll wait and see, won't we? Yeah, so we'll just do a bit of the local area, see what's there, chill out, all inclusive, so we can have a few cocktails. Be nice. Go on, Azra. And then Tuesday is market day, so we're definitely going to have an explore of that in the shops. Come on, Azra. Come on, good girl. The Tuesday, I think we're going to... Azra's just going to the loo, guys, so we have to sort that out. Right, Azra, stop it. I don't know what's going on with these bags at the minute, guys, but they're not right. Alright, come on, Azra, let's go. Come on, Azra, let's go. Yeah, the Tuesday we're talking about going. No, sorry, the Tuesday. Yeah, we're talking about the Tuesday, haven't we? That is market day. Wednesday, I think we're going to Palma for the day, or as long as we want to be there and not have enough. Again, no idea really what's there. We were there last summer on the cruise, drove through it. Looked like a little bit to explore. They did warn us about pickpockets, and a lot of people got done. So that's the only thing I'm a bit tad concerned about. But we've always been very, very sensible, and always been very, very fortunate. So I think it's a lot about keeping your wits about you and not having everything on display, to be honest with you. But I'm sure there's people that might be watching that have had this happen that would say exactly the same thing, and they've just been very unlucky. So yeah, we've just always been very, very lucky, to be fair. And then the Thursday, Friday, Saturday will just be relaxing days. Again, don't really know what I'm going to record. Maybe do my live strolls around the area, that sort of stuff. And then we'll see how we go after that, really. It's one of those holidays that was never designed for a bells and whistles sort of vlog series. It's not that sort of place, I don't think. You know, we could have arranged to do things every single day, but the point is, it's nice to have a relax as well. Hopefully the weather will be kind. Go on, Azra, let's keep going. So the wind has sort of abated a little bit down here. If you're with me at the beginning, you'll know it was absolutely blowing back into my face. Right, Azra, come on. Azra. Come on. Morning. Right, come on. Once we get onto the main roads, guys, you'll see a lot more of Azra. She is doing what she always does when she's got a little bit of a leash in an area. She's exploring, which is fine. Don't mind. There she is, back in the view now. That was quite a polite cyclist, actually. I knew he was coming, more by luck than judgment, but he gave me the old bell and said good morning. Very unusual. To be honest with you, people look startled at you when you say good morning to them these days when I'm out and about. It's really, really, really upsetting, actually, that we've sort of gone from a society that you can't be polite to someone to say good morning, to people looking at you like, why are you talking to me, sort of thing. I think it's a shame anyway. I think it depends on your age, maybe, because I'm fairly sure James, if he was by himself with Azra, probably wouldn't say good morning to someone if they walked past the other way. And I just think that's a shame, and that's not nothing against him, just a generational thing, I think. If he's with us and he hears us saying good morning, maybe he perhaps would. I don't know, but we always try and do the right thing and teach him the right way. You don't do so much, can't you? Come on, Azra. Anyway, I've had my little rant about that. In about 2 minutes, guys, not even that probably, we're going to be back onto the high road where you will see a lot more of her because there'll be more light. No bird song yet. Here and there, maybe, guys. Maybe a bit too early. Give it another. I reckon by the time we get into the village, you might hear a bit more. They might just be waking up. Yes, Saturday morning. We were out about 6 o'clock and it was lovely. You really heard them in full verse. Very relaxing, guys. Listening to birdsong. I could sit out in the garden and listen. It's very therapeutic. As therapeutic as watching my tropical fish. So that's not a bad average time. We've done our mile in just over 20 minutes. And that is back to basically where we were prior to the injury in Euro Disney. or coming back from Euro Disney. So I'm quite happy with that. And we were talking about this last night, Julie and myself, pillow talk, and she was asking me about my leg because she said, we don't mention it. I don't mention it because it doesn't hurt anymore. Still doing my exercises because I've still got 2 more appointments with the physio. So I'm still doing my exercises loosely. But I don't think you can get better strengthening exercises than doing these strolls that we do together. Anyway, right, come on Azra, lead on, come on. So here we are, we're back onto the high street. As I've said before, this is probably the southerly tip of the village. We are up towards the northerly point of the village. Sounds like we're doing pole to pole, we're really not. It's about, I don't know, 20 minutes from here. It's been a fairly quiet morning on the views this morning, which I've said before on many occasions. It never worries me in the slightest because I'm out anyway. People want to watch, they can watch. The weekends, and there are some days during the week, but the weekends are the high numbers and the high subscriber rate days. They really are. And I just can't thank people enough. The channel continues to grow. I think it was a bit unrealistic trying to push for 1,000 before we went to Mallorca, really. The numbers really are fluctuating. It's still the average, which is 10 or more a week. So I can't knock that. But it's been a lot more harder work in the last couple of weeks. Trying different things. All that sort of stuff. Yeah, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. The next big effort is to get to 1,000, and if we get there, it'll be great. Anything over that will just be a bonus for me. Because as I've said on many occasions before, and I'll say it again, this channel will never make any money because it's not designed to. It's a hobby for me, and it has been since number 1 subscriber. So, go on. I talk about my subscribers because it means a lot to me. YouTube is not a cash cow for me, and it never will be. Any holidays and trips we go on are because we want to go there. Go on, Azra, keep going. Because we want to go there. And if I do vlogging whilst I'm there, for our memories. And I think a lot of people, there's a couple of sort of people I watch that are exactly the same mentality. They've got far more subscribers than I've got, so they are making a bit of money out of it as well. But it's about making the memories. I can look back in years to come and see all these videos that we've done and vlogs and remember the lovely places we've been to, and that's more what it's about for me than anything else. One thing I did find out last week, guys, and I didn't really talk to you about it with YouTube, was that on my iPad, YouTube, I've got quite a big iPad. It's like the big memory one, like 500 and something memory. And YouTube has taken up about 70 gig of that. It was a lot. And I had to do a little bit of research to see if there's anything I could do about this, because I thought I can't keep downloading. Eventually it will be full. Anyway, luckily someone said delete the app and reload it, and it all comes back. It's all to do with the cache and the RAM. And lo and behold, I did it. And apart from what YouTube takes up as normal, all the other RAM it was taking, it was gone. And it hasn't affected it at all. So if you've ever on YouTube and you're doing loads of YouTubing and it's taking up loads of room on your phone or your iPad or whatever, delete it and start again, and it resets it. You might have to put your password back and all that stuff to know what your password is. But apart from that, you don't lose anything. Go on, Azra. So yeah, that's just my hint and tip of the day, because it was really bugging me. It's taking up so much room. I'm thinking, this is crazy. And all my editing and everything I do on my iPad. So you've got to get all the information from your phone or DJI, whatever you're using, onto the pad, which clearly takes up room. Then do the editing, get it all together, that takes up room. And then YouTube is going to take up room as well. It's just like you can't do it all. You really can't do it all. So, I'm glad I sorted it out. Right. If you've been with me before, you'll know we are making very good progress. We are sort of almost at the sort of village centre. Very, very quiet this morning, both people-wise and viewing-wise, which again, as I said a minute ago, is fine. I'm out anyway. You can hear the bird song. It's amazing. And we did come out a bit earlier this morning, only a bit. 15 minutes earlier maybe. And this is all because I prepared myself last night for work lunch today, so that didn't hold me up. So I got up at 1:45, got myself dressed and ready, and we'd come out. And that's how I would really like it to be, rather than getting up at 4:30, having to do all that, and then coming out. But it doesn't work, because it sometimes might work again tonight, because Julia goes to one of her clubs. James has got football training, and then they don't normally go home till about 9 o'clock, the pair of them. So I probably will do similar again tonight, prepare my lunch for tomorrow. What I didn't tell you about, guys, is, and there's only a couple of people watching, so it doesn't really matter, but goodness gracious, I had an upset tummy last night. Don't know what I ate yesterday to have done that, but it was bad. And it followed through until today, this morning, should I say. I'm all right now, but goodness, it was horrendous. End of conversation about that. Okay, so in a minute we're going to be getting to the village centre. You can hear the train, so clearly the wind's in our direction today to be hearing the trains, because don't normally. Come on, Azra. And I've made a decision, guys. As of today, when I get home from work, no junk or sweets during the week. I'm going to have to be strong with myself for this, but I'm going to make sure, because I need to lose some weight before we go away. I've been doing okay, but I need to lose more. The leg injury after Disney really cost me. It cost me about half to 3/4 of a stone by not being able to come out and do this every day, and not being able to do much exercise if at all. So I've got a lot of work, but I sort of got into a bit of a rut with having treats and stuff like that, where it's all going to stop. I've made a decision. I have my pack of crisps and chocolate bar at work, which are both 2 loops and Kit Kats, which are very low anyway, calories, and then that's it. Weekend's different, obviously don't be silly, but obviously enjoy yourself a bit more. But no, during the week it stops. Have we got the Easter one up, or is that still? No, it's still the same one. Just been turned around, I think. Morning. Enough. Right, come on, Azra. Just saying how quiet it was this morning, guys. Let me see our first dog walker of the day. Probably one of the worst possible places, the narrowest section. But we can hear the bird song. Come on, Azra, let's go. Come on, Azra. And that's what I love hearing, guys, is the bird song in the mornings. We're very lucky living in the village to hear it. Don't always hear it. Clearly in the towns and the cities, unless you go to a park perhaps. But in the village, regular thing. It's lovely. Go on, Azra, lead on. Less than 10 minutes to home now, guys. What's the time? We're doing really well. 25 to 6. So I'll be home by quarter to 7, quarter to 6. Have my cornflakes. Do a bit of browsing. Leave for work around 7:30. A bit before. That's the plan. And that's the plan Monday to Friday. And this is what I was talking to you about last week, wasn't it? About people having routines and everything else. And my routine is pretty much the same Monday to Friday. Even Saturday was helping Mum with her chores is a routine, isn't it? I think the only day there is a loose routine is Sunday, and that's because we do go to the cafe for breakfast every Sunday. But after that, there's very rarely plans unless we're going out somewhere specific. Apart from that, there's never really a plan. It's nice to have at least one day of the week where go where the wind takes you. Got a few more people watching now, so welcome to the stroll. Dog walk. Azra is leading on. Here she is. If you are new here, do make sure you like and subscribe. Does mean a lot to the channel. Lead on. What have we done distance wise, guys? Well, it's going to be knocking on for 2 miles by the time we get home, so that is good. That's what we always push for in the mornings. 2 miles. And with the pace back up now. Well, what have we been going on the live stroll? 35 minutes, and I started that pretty much as we came out the door. So 40 to 45 minutes is about right. Again, loving the bird song. Very therapeutic and relaxing in the morning. Where's everybody watching from? What time is it where you are? Feel free, we are getting towards the end of the live stream. We've got about another 5 minutes, I reckon, before we wrap this one up. So, right above my head, beautiful. Come on, Azra, lead on. Again, no buses this morning. I don't know where they are at the minute. Maybe they've changed their route, maybe they're doing other routes, I don't know. But we usually see at least one of them along the high street. Haven't seen them at all. I know it's half term last week, so maybe that matters. But haven't seen them yet this morning or heard them. So there's usually two big buses and a smaller sort of coach bus that we see. Anyway. Most we're getting at the minute is the wind howling through the trees. And again, it always seems to be this little area here where the wind picks up. I don't know whether it's a tunnel through here or what, but it always seems to be. We had it all along the upper road and it was right into my face and it was bitter. It really was cold, guys. And then we always seem to get it here as well. Someone going at the speed limit. I'm impressed. Doesn't frighten Azra as much when people actually go at the speed limits. Where are we, time-wise? Yeah, okay, we're doing all right. Walking along the flat here, guys. Yesterday, because we had little Ralphie with us and Julia, I walked along the upper bit, then it's all cambered up there. It's nice to walk on, actually. Far nicer to walk on the lower flat bit. So what we'll do, we'll go straight on and then make the turn at the next road. I'll say that, and then there's a car coming. Again, along the narrowest bit, so we'll just slow down, let it go by. Right, go on, Azra, lead on. Lead on. Here we go. Right, ladies and gentlemen, hope you have a fabulous Monday, whatever you're up to. Thanks for your company this morning. As I say, it's been a low day, low figure day. That's fine. And we will reconvene tomorrow. Cheers, guys.